Gives it to the back on the draw.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback
got some room after the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Off-play action on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Using his legs, it's John. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to be...
Open field on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, putting his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds it.
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team. But this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Now this offense is back on the field. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Looking for room. It's Johns. He breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Looking for more room. Stop just across midfield at the 49, but not before. Forces the turnover and sets up this offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Grabbed over the middle. It's Wiley. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's McKenzie. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Punts it out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Five receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Wants to pass. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Oh, the ball is wiggled free near their own goal line. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Coming out with it, it's Turner. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it up, just plowing ahead. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Turner. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's played. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Dogs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards. where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to...
Gets away from one, finds some space. Flying out to the left. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The Tigers extend that lead, and in the Deep South's oldest rivalry, looks as if the Dogs are in deep trouble.
Yeah, and this is a great sign for Auburn fans who've had to hear it for a while. Georgia's dominated this series of late. Auburn dominating today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Blade. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Handoff to the single back. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly.
Oh, he's got some space. Sees him in open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback making checks. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he missed it. No good. And that mountain is still 20 points high.
28, Georgia 8.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's got.
A lot of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Nebraska. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Now the play fake. Now sliding to his left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Takes the handoff. It's McKenzie. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Running into the open space. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Let's go. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Give to the running back. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Gonna run it. It's John. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. Brings it down on the right side. Running free. The 40. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on a scintillating 92-yard pass for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Blade. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Little touch pass to the receiver. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. We'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets into the 32.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The play action fake. Still looking on the move. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to the back. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Fourth down coming up.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
So here comes the Auburn offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking for the end zone. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
49, Georgia 8.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Off the play fake on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,